Next up, at UFC Louisville, we got Charlie Radtke taking on Carlos Prates. Charlie Radtke, 9-3 overall. 5-0 in his last 5. He's coming off a first-round KO win over Gilbert Urbina. He's taking on Carlos Prates, 18-6 overall. 5-0 in his last 5 as well. Coming off that KO win over Trevin Giles. And this is an interesting matchup. First of all, Charlie Radtke, a microphone in June, is a wild decision for the UFC to make. Oh, an absolute wild decision for them to make. But it's also an interesting matchup because Charlie Radtke has proven to be a bit of a dog. 2 fights in the UFC, 2 wins in the UFC. He is a grappler traditionally. He'll lower his level. He'll shoot some takedowns. He'll immediately work for positions. He's pretty controlled on the ground and pretty dangerous. But in the UFC, he only has that one single takedown. And that's because his hands have actually looked pretty good so far. When he does get a fight on the ground.
Oh! Holy, oh my God. Old Betsy came out of nowhere, didn't she?
Did you Photoshop something on its head?
Holy cow, man. I'm just sitting here minding my own business. God dang, came out of there. Relax, Betsy. Holy cow, man. Woo!
Charlie Radtke is a grappler at heart who has shown some hands, shown some striking prowess with a knockout. He fought Mike Mathetha, Blood Diamond, had no problem moving forward, trying to hold him, get rid of the power, get rid of the exchanges, and make that fight happen. He's taking on Carlos Prates, dangerous striker, very big power, good range control, very light on his feet, and he manages to throw kicks to the body whenever he wants to. He will launch head kicks at the drop of the dime. He'll throw spinning attacks. He'll defend most takedowns that come his way, and that's what makes this matchup interesting. We got Charlie Radtke, a grappler who's been striking lately. Carlos Prates, a striker who takes his time. I firmly believe, and it's so funny, this goes back to the whole you can't get the entire community to agree on anything. I said in my Quick Picks video, Carlos Prates was losing the fight to Trevin Giles. He was losing that fight, and then he landed that big power, knocked out Trevin Giles, won the fight. And I was happy with it. I bet on Carlos Prates. I had him to win inside the distance. That cashed. I was happy with it. I saw plenty of comments saying Carlos Prates was losing his last fight. I also saw a bunch of comments, you're an idiot. Did you even watch the fight? You dumb fat asshole, did you watch the tape? Because Carlos Prates was
What about some more? What else they say?
No, because
Cottage cheese, bitch. Huh? How greasy are them neck rolls? Huh? Hey, rub your fingers on your neck and then put it on your camera. Let's see how greasy that son of a bitch gets. Huh? What do you smell like right now? Describe it.
I probably smell pretty good right now.
I bet you don't.
I always smell good. Anyway, he was losing that last fight. He was losing that. Trevin Giles was touching up Carlos Prates. And that's because Carlos Prates is kind of a low-volume guy. Kind of a... My notes said, do nothing pussy who landed one punch. That's what my notes said. And that's kind of how he fought that last fight. Charlie Radtke is not that guy. I'm going to pick Charlie Radtke to win. But I'm not wildly confident because... for the exact same reason I think he's going to win is why he could lose. I think he's going to win because he's going to move forward. He's going to stay in Carlos's face, try to get the takedowns. If he doesn't, he'll have him against the cage. If he does, great. If he doesn't, he'll be boxing in the pocket. I think that's why he wins that fight. But also, Carlos Prates is not a high-volume guy. In the last fight, he barely did anything. But if Charlie comes rushing in, reckless and loose, trying to close the distance, that's when he can get blasted and he can get put out the exact same way Trevin Giles did. I'm going to lean Charlie here. He is going to be the pick, but the running in, while I think he needs to do it to win the fight, I also think that can put him in harm's way. What do you think? Dutch.
Blood. Brother. And pride. That's all I need to say about this fight. Blood, brother, and pride. This guy, Chuck Buffalo, is the lock of the week. And there is a reason for that. He is going to come in. He is going to pressure this guy. He is going to hug this guy. He is going to push this guy against the cage. He is going to drag this guy to the ground. He's going to get back to his feet. He's going to drag him to the ground. He's going to get this guy's back. He's proudly going to submit this guy. This guy, Chuck Buffalo, is a tough son of a bitch. Right? Former bison rancher. By the way, and I put together my Lock of the Week video. We got a nice bison buffalo behind us. And I'll be honest with you right now, Angelo, I spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours, trying to determine if a fucking bison and a buffalo were the same thing. I still have no idea. I expected to make that video and people be like, those are bison, not buffaloes. Like, shut the fuck up. They look like the same goddamn thing. Chuck Buffalo is going to come in. He's going to pressure this guy. And unless he gets sniped out of nowhere, which he's shown that he can't, he's got a decent chin. Even if he does get hit, he's going to be able to out-tough these situations because he is a tough son of a bitch. No doubt about that. He is going to pressure this guy and eventually break this guy and finish this guy as the lock of the week. And let me just say this. I predicted that Trevin fight absolutely perfect. I said Trevin was going to touch, and then eventually get put out. I was surprised that it happened in the second round. I thought it happened a little bit earlier than that, but Trevin did the exact same thing I thought he was going to do. He was having so much success with the hands. He just got a little bit overzealous, left the opportunity there for Carlos, and Carlos does have that one-hitter quitter type of power, but I don't see really speed in Carlos. As he mentioned, I don't see volume in Carlos. He's got no plan B. Right? It's just that Muay Thai style. And if he's not landing power, he's not going to be able to win these fights in this UFC against these actual mixed martial artists. And that's exactly what Chuck Buffalo is, Angelo. He is a mixed martial artist. He's got the boxing. Right? He's got the Muay Thai. He's got the kickboxing. He's got the wrestling. He's got the jits. And I think he used the wrestling and the jits and gets this fight done. It doesn't matter where it goes. Chuck Buffalo, lock of the week. Coming out on top, no doubt about that, baby. Me and him have been interacting too, man. He's a big fan of Lock of the Week. He knows he's Lock of the Week. He's locked in. He's going to get it done for us. Good guy, Chuck Buffalo, baby.
Get him on a call-in show. The buffalo and bison are not the same. I Googled it. I couldn't find a real meaningful difference, but they're not the same. That's what I'm saying, man. I after I got halfway done with my video, I was like, I'm just going to fucking roll with it because hopefully nobody fucking knows. And I even told Charles Radtke, I said, I spent so much time trying to figure out what the fucking buffalo and a bison were the same thing. He thought that was fucking hilarious. He was a former bison rancher. All YouTube MMA on Radtke, listen, I would like to be as clear as humanly possible. I'm the first person that puts out a video. Very first one. First person that put up pics. I was the first one on Radtke. If he loses, then I'm responsible for that train. If he wins, nobody else gets credit except Jacob. $7,000 in DraftKings, probably worth a look. Probably worth a look. I mean, that is a very affordable price point for a guy that you know will at least move forward and at least try to make something happen, even if this is just the Blood Diamond fight all over again. And he did win that fight, obviously, but let's say it's that exact fight at $7,000. That is worth it. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. You will unlock all the picks, all the bets. What?
Just, you know.
Oh, here we go. He found a song. Well, he's going to look over for the lyrics because he doesn't memorize the lyrics. Go ahead. Wait, WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Go ahead.
No, I was going to compliment you.
You're going to sing. It's the breakdown's over. It is now a gay cowboy musical. So sing the song. I would love to hear it.
I was just going to sit here and just say I think I appreciate everything you've done for this channel and stuff like that, and compliment you on, because we got more people tuning in right now that probably didn't hear about the 25,000 subscriber milestone, 5 million views. But if you want to interrupt me and act like that, I guess I won't.
Okay. Do you think, I am curious, do you think somebody watching the show for the very first time is like, this is quality stuff?
I bet they're hard as fuck. I bet the girls are dripping wet.
Click and subscribe.
Lizzie, can you confirm?
Angel Tavares with the $10 super chat said, Jacob, what the F? I was smoking a great cigar, chilling, tuned in, and choked on it. And now I'm dizzy. Ha ha ha, you fucking rock.
What accent is this? What in the fucking I want to get canceled bullshit is this?
He calls into the show. We know his accent. I'm just not doing a good job.
He doesn't talk like this.
I didn't do it like that, did I?
Yeah, you did. You said you were chilling, tuned in, and choked on it. And now I'm dizzy. Hot, hot, hot.
I did not do that.
He should have said
ja,
ja, ja.
Vaquero. And they said Angelo looking skinny. Angelo is skinny in the face and big where it matters. That didn't even jaggle. Thank you very much for the $10 super chat. We do appreciate Angel very, very
appreciate
much.
Angel, man. We got to go back. I mean, I got to get you out to Montana. We got to go riding some horses, and maybe me and Angel go. There's a nice little camping spot that I got.
Okay, we're moving on.
Me and him can go. We can go camping, just me and him, and just kind of see what the weekend See what the weekend brings to us. A couple guys out there with nothing but the country and a couple cigars and a nice little fire, make some s'mores, single tent. See what we can get into.